Okay, great. So how long from when you started? Because you started by your own testimony now in 2013 or thereabouts, yeah? Circa 2013. How long after you started this thing, how long did it take for you to blow up? When did the blow up come?
2015.
You've been doing that for 2 years.
Yeah.
Before. So what was the experience?
The 2015 was just, people just started knowing about me. But I think the main blow up was in 2016. And that was when I thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this as a full-time job. You know.
What were you doing before then, part-time?
Photography, videography jobs. I'll take jobs, film jobs and edit. I used to do effects before, but I let all that go, you know. So I was just doing freelance jobs while I was also doing that one, right? So I remember in those days you would for 1 month you'd make like 400, 300,000, 250. But because that money is now being shared among other creators.
Oh, really? So it took 3 years. Were you discouraged at any point during those 3 years? I mean, this thing is not picking up. I must stop this thing. My hopes and my dreams, whatever I thought I saw is not happening. Were you discouraged at any point, or was it up and up and up? Do you ever look back and say, man, thank God, say, I not give up. I didn't give up that time when I was discouraged though.
There were so many times when I was discouraged. So many times. But the vision and belief I had was stronger than the discouragement. Most times I'll be like, is this thing actually going to work? I start doubting myself. Are you sure these guys are not right? Because people were telling me creators have entered the space, but it doesn't mean that you still not make that money. So what I advise people that are here in this space for the money to survive and all, you are one person making X amount of money. How much would you make if you multiply yourself by having other creators, teaching those creators and taking a little of what they are making? That's what I'm doing. That's why you have all these creators, you know, associated with me. Because I teach them. I won't be this funny forever. I'm not going to be this funny forever. So one day I'm just going to sit down and say, how much you don't make? I give me my cut. I give me my tithes. So that's the whole essence. So if you have this money is still there. Advertisers are still, you know, giving out jobs to these platforms. So it means that this money is still there, right? And the more creators come in, the more people consume, you know, content, and then the more advertisers come. If you have this bulk money come and you just take a chunk of at least most part of it, you're still making that money. It doesn't have to be you creating the content and making the money. It could be people that you raise, make that money, and still appreciate you with, you know, contracts that you have with them and all. Business will still continue. I had this, my friend, Aloy. I will say it on this show. I hope he watches this thing. I had this Aloy. Aloy nearly discouraged me from this life. Aloy nearly made me stop whatever I was doing. In fact, Aloy talked to me one day. One day I had my laptop. I was coming back with the camera, and Aloy stopped me because he was working in Shell. He said, "Come, Mark, wait. Now this thing you use feed farm." As at that time, every money I was making, I was investing it in my craft. Because at the time, the only way you could get ahead was to pay bloggers. NigerSoki.com, NigerPit.com, all those bloggers those days, those are the people I was paying. In fact, NoJoSoki.com, I think, was it NoJoSoki.com or one other person that I put on like monthly payment? I was paying the guy 30,000 naira every month to put my stuff out there, you know. So I was making money and I was hustling to make sure that I had money to pay bloggers to put this stuff out there.